Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sandeep Satsangi. I'm a consultant hepatologist and liver transplant physician at Apollo Hospitals, Bangalore. Today I'm going to discuss with you briefly regarding an entity called as viral hepatitis. Now what is viral hepatitis? As the term means, in this situation what happens is that a virus enters a person's liver and causes swelling of the liver. Now to make this topic simple, I'm going to categorize it into few headings. One, hepatitis A and hepatitis E, that is one, and hepatitis B and hepatitis C, that is the another group. Now coming to hepatitis A and hepatitis E. First, how do you contract hepatitis A and hepatitis E virus? Hepatitis A and E virus are commonly, the person gets it via contaminated food and water. So when the water or food which we consume is not properly cooked, you can get hepatitis A or hepatitis E virus. If a person's immune system is intact and a person's immunity is strong, a large majority of patients don't suffer with any symptoms. In few people, this viral hepatitis can be significant and lead to jaundice, wherein you will notice that the urine is turning yellow and the eyes are turning yellow. The person might have itching over the skin. If the viral hepatitis becomes severe, then a person can land up with an entity called as acute liver failure, in which case what happens is that the liver functions go down drastically and the person can go into altered behavior and might require a liver transplant. This happens in a very small proportion of patients. Coming to hepatitis B and hepatitis C. This type of viral hepatitis is not acquired via contaminated food and water. So how do you get it? There are certain ways by which you can acquire hepatitis B and hepatitis C. One is mother to child transmission. If the mother is positive for hepatitis B or C, then during childbirth and immediately after childbirth, the mother can transmit the virus to the offspring. Sexual exposure is the second route. Parental exposure in the terms of using unsafe, unsterilized needles. Needles used for tattooing if they are not properly sterilized, or blood transfusion. In today's world, getting hepatitis B, hepatitis C via blood transfusion or injections is rare because of stringent practices. However, intravenous drug abusers, people who abuse IV drugs like cocaine, heroin, these patients can definitely get hepatitis B or hepatitis C. Just like hepatitis A, hepatitis E, even hepatitis B and C can cause acute viral hepatitis. Now what is acute viral hepatitis? In which the virus goes into the liver, causes sudden severe swelling of the liver and the person can present with jaundice. And in rare instances, even this can lead to acute liver failure. But in the vast majority of patients in hepatitis B and hepatitis C, the virus stays inside the liver and causes persistent liver damage. Now this is different when compared to hepatitis A and hepatitis E. In hepatitis A and hepatitis E, the virus comes, causes jaundice and exits the liver. It doesn't stay in the person's liver. But in hepatitis B and hepatitis C, the virus stays in the liver and can cause persistent damage to the liver. This is called as chronic viral hepatitis. In these patients, what happens is that the virus continues to remain in the liver and these patients can develop what is called as liver fibrosis, or if the damage continues, they can go into liver cirrhosis and development of liver cancer. As a person ages and the immunity level comes down, or if the person develops diabetes or any other obesity, fatty liver, they can develop more damage from these chronic viral hepatitis. We have lot of medications which have come up in the recent times to treat viral hepatitis B and viral hepatitis C. Very good, effective medicines. However, your hepatologist is going to decide based on your risk factors of progression of liver disease and is going to administer you medicines. With the new medicines now available, hepatitis C is completely cured. Earlier, injection therapy was available, but currently only with tablet, just one tablet per day, hepatitis C can be completely cured. Hepatitis B also, though not completely cured, can be completely controlled and the liver disease can be completely halted in patients who go to the hepatologist at the right time and get themselves treated. A vast majority of patients actually take it lightly because they don't have any symptoms. So as I mentioned that in chronic viral hepatitis, the virus might stay in your liver, can cause damage, but you might not manifest with symptoms. So please keep seeing your hepatologist regularly so that they can advocate treatment for you if it is necessary. Please take your viral hepatitis seriously. Thank you.